you've really helped us diversify across different channels, optimize across different channels. And so we can just continue to scale and scale and scale and scale instead of just going down one road and trying to, get, I don't know, lemonade out of a lemon at some point. There's just so much more further you can go. And it's just been brilliant. It's exactly what we needed.
When you first came to us, you had moved on from a different agency, came to us to try and get some good results. Tell me what you were doing before you came to us, and why that change happened.
We'd reached a point where it wasn't just me, needing clients. It wasn't just a small team. It was like we were growing larger and larger. And so we couldn't rely on just one channel. And previously we're working with an agency, they had experience in one channel and one channel only. And that was all they did. So we started working with you because you guys are so killer with YouTube and really cracking that YouTube code that we were like, okay, well, if they're this good on YouTube, then let's extend into other channels so that we can start optimizing, right? And one of the things that's been so great about working with you all is that you're able to do that, right? If one channel is like, performing not as well as we want, then we can put more money in the other channel. You've really helped us diversify across different channels, optimize across different channels. And so we can just continue to scale and scale and scale and scale instead of just going down one road and trying to, get, I don't know, lemonade out of a lemon at some point. There's just so much more further you can go. And it's just been brilliant. It's exactly what we needed. We had one agency that says, look, we're going to place the media, we're going to do what we do. And we'll give you a report. Like, don't talk to us. And what you all did so differently for us is we come to a meeting with you every week. We spend 1 hour talking about our business, talking about our marketing, talking about our strategy, talking about KPIs. And you're constantly saying, what about this? Have you seen what these people have done? Hey, have you tried this? Oh, we're seeing this really work well for some people. And it's just like, oh, this is why we came to you, right? Because I don't have that insight into what all these other, companies are doing potentially that could be great ideas. And for us, sometimes it's like, sometimes it's like just simple graphic design things. It's like, oh, okay, let's try that. Sometimes it's a slightly different hook. You're always coming to the table, not just with the creative pieces, but also, have you tried this other marketing? Have you tried going in this store or changing it here? And your team is very, very good at researching and diving in deep to data. And that was key for us. Like we're at a point now where it's all about optimization, right? And so it's like, what is this data telling us? Is the data right? Is it not right? And your guys just go to work. They're like, okay, we'll figure that out for you and we'll have an answer for you by the end of the day. So that's been magic.
So I'm going to switch it up, actually, going off script a little bit. I want to hear the bad too. So I want people that are going to hear this testimonial, I want them to hear the good things we've done. And that's the point of a testimonial. But I also want to hear kind of the bad side of things, where when things don't go well in the funnel and we start getting a higher cost per call, or we're not getting sales, or what happens, to kind of walk through the process of how we actually have helped, or what we've done to alleviate some of the stress behind situations that happen between Facebook blowing up, or stuff that we can't control on Google, different things like that.
What I love is you guys are always looking for a solution, right? It's not like, well, this is just what's going on across the marketplace, and so just hang on. And we got that sometimes before. And I'm like, well, okay, I get that. Like, I get that everyone's struggling with this, but there's always something else you could do or something else you can try. And that's what I think is so great about working with you guys, because you're always up for something new. You're always up for something different. You're always looking for solutions. So that to me is what I want, because it means you care about my business, but you also care about your business, right? You want to provide the performance that we came to you for. And because we're always measuring it and we actually know what's going on with the data beyond just like, what's your click-through rate, or, what's your cost per call? Like, we're actually looking deeper at the data. We're able to really tell what's going on and saying, okay, should we just sit still for a few weeks and just kind of ride this out? I mean, we've even had your team say, hey, look, we don't know what's going on. We think you guys need to send some more emails right now. Like, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Just to say, like, there's nothing we can do in this moment. Here's something. Why don't you guys try this, rather than just sit here and try to sugarcoat something, or say like, hey, we're going to get it. Don't worry. Just sit tight. You guys are like, hey, we don't know what's going on. You guys might want to try some other things to do right now while we figure this out. But we're on it. That provides me the relief I need to focus on what I need to focus on in the business, and my team to focus on what they need to focus on, we don't need to be diving into all the back end of a Facebook account or a YouTube account or a Google account and trying to figure out those pieces. You guys are on that. We need to be doing what we need to do, which is greeting those people when they come to our door in the way that we know how. So
I'm happy to hear that. And then I guess the last piece would be, would you recommend our services to other people, and why?
It's funny because people obviously ask me all the time, like, would you recommend client accelerators? And, I'll be honest, I'm saying, you have to figure that out for yourself because you have to know what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for someone where you can just say, take care of my ad account, make things rock, and I don't care about data or whatever, I'm over here working on something else. Maybe client accelerators isn't the right, maybe they are, maybe they're not, because you guys are going to provide data. You're going to want to meet with everyone every week. I wanted that. I wanted a partner. I wanted someone who was going to talk to me about my account, who I could actually get a hold of and have a live Zoom call like this, not someone who's just going to give me a static update or send me a taped update on what they think is going on in my account. I'm like, but then I have to send an email back, and then they have to respond back, and then they have to respond back. And it's just like, man, that's not what I want to do. But it's someone else may not want this much. They may want just to like have someone manage their account and just not think about it. Well, then maybe this isn't the right fit for you. But I think if you want someone, if you're scaling, if you're serious about getting optimization out of your account, if you're looking for someone who's going to give you multiple channels and expertise across multiple channels, and someone who is actually going to create and strategize and be creative with you how to solve the problems that you're facing when it comes to lead gen, then I absolutely think you need to be working with client accelerators.